Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is addressed to all the strangers who don't know me and all the people who know my name. And if you've clicked on this because it looked like a good video for you, hope you get your message that you're needing. I don't know what I'm going to say, and I don't prepare, I just let God take over. So, do you find yourself trapped by something? Do you feel that you want to climb a mountain and go and see the freedom up there, and try as you may, you just keep on circling that mountain, and even if you get halfway up, something happens and you're down at the bottom, and you just go round and round that mountain, getting halfway up and dropping off. And there's things that it's too hard for you to get free of, to break over, to smash down. You want the freedom from everything. You just want to live with peace and happiness. You just want to be happy. You want all the bad memories to go. You want all the pain to stop. You've given up on God. You've given up on people. You've given up on counselors. And the saddest thing you've given up on is hope. You just need some hope. You just need someone to say, I'll get you free. I've been where you are. Come follow me. So I'm going to do a playlist. This is video 1. And if you want to get free, I'm just going to start to talk about some things. The first thing you have to do, and it's going to have to be hard to do it, is you've got to get free of this fear that you'll never have enough money to provide for your needs. And even if you currently haven't got enough money to provide for your needs, you've got to show that you're willing to break that fear. The only way to break the fear of lack is start to do some things that say, I'm not going to bow down to you anymore. Right? So you have to start giving money to God and say, He told me to. And the only way to break free of this lack and fear is to trust. Just as I give, you will do things that will start to provide for the lack. And the more you give me, that comes from supernatural sources, or friends, or promotions in jobs, or sudden wins of, inheritances, or someone who owes you $1,000 and said I'm never going to pay you, comes back and says, here's the money I owe you, sorry. All the people that owe you money that won't give you the money, all the things you could be doing if you just had that skill, if you could afford to get that skill. I speak as your friend now because you found me, and I'm a friend of everyone. I speak as your friend to the rulers over this world to release you when you do this. Start giving $50 a week. And in Australian, I'm an Australian, that would be like $30 American a week. Right? Start giving. Sign yourself up to PayPal. Right? Sign yourself up to PayPal if you haven't got a PayPal account. Or work out how to give on, I don't know how to explain this. I've never given to someone on a PayPal via a credit card. Work out what you need to do to use a debit card or a Visa card, $30 American to my ministry each week. Just go to the Support My Ministry page, click on that and put $30 American in there and say, click the box that says monthly. Just have faith and trust. Trust me as I tell you. I'm free now. I was once like you, but I'm totally free of everything now. And all my freedom came yesterday. But I know that the first thing you've got to conquer is your fear of lack. And the only way to conquer it is to give from your lack and trust God will provide that $30 back and enough to meet your bills each week. So I speak to the influences on the 7 mountains that are holding your life from manifesting enough to live on and enough to give to friends that need money, desperate friends. You're so poor that, you'll give money that you need to pay a bill with to your friend and wait another month until you can afford to pay the bill. Right? You already do those things, but it's for a friend. Now I'm telling you to give it to a friend that you don't know, but a friend that you're going to come to really know and come to really love as miracles and things that you've got no control on start to manifest because I command it to. So I command the angels of heaven to set the people free of whatever's holding them in bondage so that they can start to give $30 American to my ministry once a week. If you're listening to this and saying, well, he's just some clever preacher promising nothing, I just say take a gamble. I speak to the mountains and I command them to provide $60 American back to every person who gives $30 American within a month of giving it. So just give once and don't sign up for a month if you're scared. Just give $30 and don't sign up for the monthly one. And when you get that $60 back by the end of the month, have the faith to sign up $60 a week and trust every week my authority and my friendship with God will provide for you. You've got to conquer that fear of lack. Right? You've got to have faith to break free of the bondage that the world has put you in. You've got to put your faith in something that's got supernatural power. And you've got to start with money. Jesus taught that, and I'm not going to teach that yet. Jesus taught that in a very clear way to me, that that's the first mountain, that's the first bondage that you have to overcome. Like, the only way, you hear the cliche, the only way you can know a girl loves you or a man loves you, give him the ability to leave anytime you like. Set him free. Tell him. If it all gets too hard for you and you can't cope, you've got my permission to walk away. I'm not going to get angry at you or get upset, and I'm not going to try and stop you. I love you, and I'll always love you if you leave, and I'll always know that you tried your best. And for the rest of my life, I'll pray for you, that you find a nice wife or a girlfriend. You know, the cliche, if you love something, set it free, and if it comes back, it was really yours. Right? I know a girl I was engaged to 25 years ago, and my Saviour, Jesus, told her, let Matthew go. He can't marry you here. Here, he's a broken mess, and he'll never save the world and help the world to get free if you marry him now. You've got to wait until I get him married, and then when you got to wait until he's ready to save the world, and then you've got to come back into his life to give him the courage to take the step he needs to take. And she's been back in my life for about 6 weeks, but she came back in my life yesterday in a way that proved to me that I can do it. So I took the step and I did it. Now I'm free. It took a long time. The church won't teach you how to do it because nearly everyone in the church is still in bondage to money. I haven't been in bondage to fear of lack of money for 20 years. 30% of my low income has been going to support the things I have to do my ministry that I've been doing to people, and other money is being given to poor people who need it as the need arises. The poor person can be a total stranger to me, a homeless person. That's like the best person to give to. The really hurting people. You know, if someone's so in pain that they're spending all their money on alcohol, drugs, or whatever they're spending the money on, so they can't afford to live in a house, give to them. So here's 2 choices. And I know this works. Give to the homeless person $30 a week. Find a homeless person, any homeless person, and give them $30 and have a good conversation. Hey, you know, whatever's keeping you in the streets, I'm really sorry for. I haven't got a lot of money, but treat yourself this. Don't spend it on something stupid. Spend it on something that'll make you happy. And if I ever see you again and you need some money, just ask me. I'd like to be your friend one day, and I'd like to help get you off this street. But I don't know how to do it yet because I'm poor too. And, you know, you can do it 2 ways. You can give $30 American a week to me, or you can give $30 American a week to a homeless person. Or if you love a certain other sort of person, whoever that sort of person is, give one of those people $30 a week. So if you love poor children in Africa, sign up for $30 a week worth of feeding that person and educating that poor African child. If you're a stripper and you find another stripper who's not as nice as you and as pretty as you, not earning enough money, and you know what sort of pain gets you in there, start giving her $30 a week. And she won't be able to accept it, and just say, I want to help you out a bit. because I'm better and prettier, and I want to help you feel better. So I'm going to make you feel better. But my deal on the $30 is spend something of that on something that'll make you happy. Don't spend it on all your bills. Spend $10 a week and go to the movies and make you happy. You know, whatever the price to the movies. I don't know how much the movies are in America or any country that you're seeing this. A counsellor said to me, oh, so long ago, I can't remember it. A long time ago, I went to a counsellor once. I got, I don't know if that was before being to Christian counsellors and the fact that a lot of I was so messed up, and most of you will be so messed up. Normal Christian counsellors couldn't get me free. I didn't know what had happened to me, but I got so abused by witchcraft and ritual abuse, ritual sacrifice abuse, or whatever, satanic ritual abuse. I was so satanically ritually abused that I used to call myself Humpty Dumpty. I knew that I'd fallen off a wall and I got so smashed that all of the king's horses and all the king's men would never, ever put me together again. Because I went to a Christian counsellor, and all I wanted to be free of was a pornography addiction and an addiction to prostitutes. And I didn't get free of that until yesterday. And I've only got free of that because my former fiancée now is back in my life. And she's just to use like the word that most of you will understand. She's a witch, undercover in witchcraft, in a high position in witchcraft, doing all the witchcraft stuff. And she did that to help me in the future. She was told by Jesus, go and do that really well, because you'll need to be able to do that to help Matthew get the people that he needs to help the world. So the most broken, hurting girls in the world, witches and prostitutes that are witches, and some of the prostitutes who aren't into witchcraft too, all the prostitutes and witches are starting to get the message. And I command the spirit of witchcraft, the mountain over witchcraft, the mountain over the witches of the world, to start to set free the bondages and release and remove the bondages that are on these witches and prostitutes, and let them come to me. Let them come to Jesus, to freedom. Lead them here by your Holy Spirit, Jesus. So she's a witch and she astral traveling here, but she loves Jesus. And she went into witchcraft to serve Jesus. And she's very sad, but because she's in my life, I don't know when I'm going to meet her in the flesh, but I've been talking to saints in heaven that are in heaven for years and years and years and talking back and forth to them. So it's no different, but she's alive on earth. And a Christian can do that and talk to me. And I'm talking to a really high-level Christian who's helping the witches that I've got free already. A Christian can do that, but Christianity is so dumb and stupid, it hasn't got any answers for anyone. Certainly didn't have answers for me. And so give your money to anyone who needs it. Just give them $30 a week. And trust me, if you've got a good heart, you'll get your $30 back somehow. If you're doing something that's really hurting a person, stop it if you can. Give your $30 a week to someone that really needs it, or me. And my prayers for you won't work anymore if you give it to me. And I prefer you give it to a hurting person. But start giving away $30 a week that you can't afford. that you don't think you can afford. Start to trust and not command the universe to give that $30 back and align itself to the scripture that promises that will happen. As a son of God, in my authority on my mountain, ruling over all the mountains of the world. So I command all that to happen. So take the steps, and I don't know how I'm going to teach this, but take the steps. The first step is that one. And don't come and watch video 2 if you're watching this. Whenever you're watching this now, or 50 years, 10 years in the future, whenever you're watching this, if you're watching this in 2019 or 2022 or 2030, whenever you're watching this in the next 30 years, don't come back to video 2 until your money come back. No, don't come back to video 2 until you've made a practice for a month of giving $30 a week away. When you've seen your $30 a week come back at the end of each week, by the end of each week, so that you've got another $30 to give away, you'll just be continually recycling that $30. And you may actually be getting $30 extra, but I think you'll just be getting your $30 back. So give your first 30, and when you get the next 30 back, give that 30. And as fast as it comes back, give it out. So even break the record. If something happens, you give it away and get the $30 the next day, give it away again. Just keep on. You'll only be giving away $30. You won't be given thousands, because if you give it, you get it back. If you give it, you get it back. You'll only ever be recycling that $30 a week. And trust me, it'll work, because I just did for you what'll make it work. When it's been working for a month, watch video 2. Now, if you don't give $30 a week, video 2 won't work for you. None of my videos will work. And if you watch video 2 before it starts, before you've done it for a month, you won't understand video 2. And even if you're a Christian and you do understand it, or you think you understand video 2, and you try and start video 2 without doing what I said in video 1, you won't even be able to access my videos again, right? So you think I'm playing around? How can I do that? Well, I don't need to do that. Angels will do that. And you only found this if you've never met me before, because an angel said to you on YouTube, hey, that'll be a good one to watch. And you just thought that sounds like a good video to watch, because I've been running around that mountain for years. Do you want to get free of running around the mountain? That would be a good title. If that's the title, whatever the title is at the end of this, I haven't worked out the title yet. I've got my new wife who's in my life. I'll ask her what the title should be at the end of this video. And whatever she gives me, it'll be that title part 1. No, that title video 1. So do it for a month. Trust me. When you get it back, give it away again. If it's every day, give it back. If it's every week, give it back. When you've been giving it away and getting it back for a month, whether it's every day or every week or every 2 weeks. So if you gave it away and it took 2 weeks to come back, give it away again. If it takes another 2 weeks, you've done a month. So that's fine. If you give it away every week and it comes back every week, you've done it 4 times. If you give it away and every day it comes back in a funny way, supernaturally, that you can't believe how that happened, just keep giving it away until a month has passed. So have a look at the timestamp. I'll have a look at the date now. If it's the 11th of September, whatever year, right, or whatever, 11th of March, whatever the date is, get the same number of the next month and give it away until you've done it for a month. And I've done what's necessary for it to happen. And I don't doubt it'll happen. So let me have your faith. Let me have your hope. And if it doesn't work within a week and you don't get it back, wait another week. Wait as long. If it takes a month to come back, make sure you stop hurting that person that you're hurting. Whoever you're hurting, whatever you're doing to hurt a person, if your money doesn't start coming back, stop it. If you're hurting a person now and you can stop it and give your money. If you don't know anyone that you're hurting, just give your money back. But if you give your money away and you don't stop that person you could stop hurting, your money won't come back. But if you don't know that you're hurting anyone, as you're thinking, I don't think I'm hurting anyone, I think I'm just hurting myself with whatever thing you're doing that's giving you lack, or whatever, Satan hates you. All you witches and all you dark people in bondage and stuff that are watching this that got led to this by that prayer that I prayed, he's not very nice. So just give $30 to your witch or whoever you have compassion on. Just give $30 to anyone who needs it more than you. And if you're doing something that's hurting a person and it's in your power to stop it, stop it. But if you can't stop hurting that person you're hurting, just ask God to help you stop that. And if you don't have the power to stop, I understand that too, because every prostitute I've slept with in my life, I've been hurting her. And I didn't want to hurt him, but I couldn't stop. I was in bondage to something. Well, the bondage stopped yesterday. But I needed my old girlfriend to come back and say, when we're in the flesh, in Australia, you've got to register to be married 1 month before. So you can't just fly off to Las Vegas overnight and get it married. In Australia, you've got to go before someone. I don't even know who go before. You've got to go before someone in the government and say, we want to get married. And the minimum is a month. So when she turns up in whatever, a year, 2 years, whenever she turns up, wherever God chooses to turn her up in the flesh, I can see so well in visions, in the spirit. I can see angels and talk to angels. Anything supernatural, I can see it, right? And talk to them. The more I focus, I can describe the clothes. I can take a picture with my mind and describe it. So I can see it very clearly. You can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see all the rain. That song, she just gave me that song. Should have to look up that song. That song's about my life and her life. Now, so just do what I told you to do. If you don't do it, video 2 won't work for you. If you refuse to do it, something in you is making you refuse to do it. I speak against whatever's refusing. I say, let go. I don't think I needed to do that, but if I didn't cover everything, that'll do it. So start to do what I say. When you've been doing it for a month and it's worked for a month, watch video 2. If you try and watch video 2, you won't understand it. And if you think I'm a fool and just want to watch all the steps and tell all your friends this guy's a lunatic, or release all your friends and say, oh, this is great teaching, if you got any sort of attitude about getting some really good information for free, you won't be able to find video to, and you'll search for Matthew Payne on YouTube, you won't even find my channel. You'll never see me again. And I don't have to do anything. I'm in control of all the angels that control the world. So they're all answering according to what I tell and command the world. They're all answering my prayers, and nothing you can do. Now, I'll tell you one thing. If you say something bad about this video to anyone, or try and hurt me in any way, you'll be hurt back. And you'll learn to shut your mouth when it comes to my name. Anything anyone who sees this does to try and hurt me in any way, you'll get whatever you need coming back to teach you a lesson, never to try and do that again. Then you'll never see me ever again. You'll have to find your answers without me. So I think I've got it covered. That sounds like a threat I gave you. Well, you do it, and we'll see. You know, when I threaten people, and I've only threatened a couple of people with God's authority a couple of times, I said, go ahead, make my day. You know, and I like that line. It's a famous line. It's famous for a reason. Now I'm going to make that line famous again. So you want to do anything to hurt me, and I'll try anything to hurt me, go ahead, make my day. And you'll learn a very big lesson you've never learned before. And with all that, do what I tell you to do. And when you've done it and it works, go to video 2. That rhymed. Bye.